All right, let's go. Let's go. Guys, I am so excited, so grateful, so honored to be able to open up tonight's call and really kick off our Trading Tuesday. I hope you guys are equally excited as I am. For those that don't know, my name is Abigail Poston. I'm 28 years young and I'm based out here in Arizona. And tonight, guys, you are in a treat for an individual, a guest, an educator, a role model, an individual that I look up to, that I've been following for a minute now. She's been an educator for me, a mentor for me in so many different ways, more than just financially and inside of the crypto space. And you guys are going to be able to hear from her tonight. And before I introduce her and bring her on, I just want to kind of kick off the call, set the tone, bring up the energy, and really set the pace for where we're going tonight. What's the goal? What's the purpose of this call? I can tell you right now, if you're on here, whether you're a part of the team, you're a guest, you're a friend, you're here for a reason. And, if you're joining us tonight for the very first time, I want to invite you to our culture nights. This is our Trading Tuesday weekly call. We get together every single week where we come and we're able to learn, we're able to grow with one another. And tonight you're in for a treat, like I said, and we're going to be able to hear from an educator that has made her way inside of the crypto space. And I hope you guys are ready to take notes. You're here with an open mind, an open heart to receive. And really, guys, if you're in a place right now, I don't know what your background is, I don't know where you're at currently in your life, but all I can tell you is the most important thing that matters is, where are you going? What does that vision look like for you? And I can tell you guys firsthand, for me a few years ago, I've been a part of this platform now for a while, and this is home. This is, flag is planted. And I got started, just a little bit about where I'm coming from to share with you guys. Maybe you guys can relate. I got started, right out of college. I got myself in a lot of student loan debt, and I was working my 9 to 5 at the time. And I was just trying to make it. I was just trying to, survive and not live paycheck to paycheck, which was the opposite of what was happening. And, I was just trying to find another way. And I knew there was something more, something greater, something bigger than just going to work 40 plus hours a week and then coming home and doing nothing. And so many of you guys on this call, maybe you're looking to make an extra stream of income. Maybe you're looking to make more money in your life, or, maybe you're on here because you want to learn a new skill set. You want a sense of community. You want to build on, your purpose and make an impact and really, build up other people, build up yourself, and you're excited, you're hungry to learn. This is the place to be. There's so many avenues inside of this academy that we're going to break down for you. And you just got to find your way and know that you have direction here. And we want to be able to give that to you guys tonight. So if you're in a place right now where you're looking for more, take notes, get ready. We're going to blast off here, and I'm going to pass it over to, like I said, a mentor of mine. I've been following you, Corinne, on Go Live. You've impacted me in so many ways I can't tell you. And you're just, pioneering and empowering and at the forefront of this crypto space for so many people. And you're going to kick it off. You're going to show people not only your story, your perspective, but how you've been able to impact so many people, across the world. And I'm excited to hear from you. So whenever you're ready, we're going to pass it to you and take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me loud and clear, Abby? Awesome. Thank you so much. And if you're able to give me any sort of type of host abilities, or to be able to share my screen as well, that'd be amazing. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Let's drop some 8s in the chat just so that I know you're all here and we're raising a little bit more the vibrations. I think that energy is really important. It means that we're able to be here, present, listening, and being able to take notes and learn something, right? Because that's really what it is that we want to be able to achieve from tonight. So for those that don't know me, my name is Corinne Florence. I am a Australian Italian girl, currently out here in Florida. And Abby, I was just really resonating with what it is that you were saying, because I went through something similar, right? So I'm just a regular girl. I went to school. I went to university in Australia. I actually studied medicine, which, as you guys can imagine, has nothing to do, crypto, medicine, financial world now, like they're completely different things. And I started in that world because I really wanted to help people improve in some aspect of their life. And I felt like with medicine, I'd be able to go and help people and be able to just make them feel good and better. And at the end of the day, being like, thank you for helping me, right? But I quickly found out during my medicine journey that you fall into a system and things are not exactly the way that I wanted to do them. And at the age of 21, I actually had what everybody around me said was the dream job. In my corporate medical field, I was making the 6 figures. I had my house paid for, my car paid for, my bills paid for, my everything paid for, my flights paid for. I was living in beautiful Italy, working for the Australian government, and everyone was like, "Cool, Corinne, you're 21 and you've made it." And I was like, okay, so why am I still waking up depressed every day? Why am I still waking up unfulfilled, right? And I just had what, for me, and this is my journey, just felt like a void. I didn't feel fulfilled. And I would sit there on Instagram scrolling and seeing how it seemed like everybody but me was living their best life, traveling around the world, spending time with their family, with their friends, and they just had time freedom. And I was like, I want this. I want to be able to do that while I'm able to help people. And for me, it was the end of 2019, and I had my big click at the start of 2020, where I was exposed to really the world of crypto. But let me tell you all a story, and just drop some ones in the chat if maybe you have heard of crypto, but you're still kind of new to it, or maybe even recently you've had an experience where you're like, oh yeah, that crypto thing, that Bitcoin thing, that Shiba thing, some people know it as, right? And for me, that first kind of experience was before 2020. So in 2017, the first time I was exposed to crypto, I was still at my corporate job, and I got into what's called the bull run. For my new people here that maybe don't know the world of crypto, the bull run is essentially that time where price just goes up. Like the price of crypto, the price of everything was just going up, 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 up. And that was in 2017. That was my first time being exposed to it. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to be able to retire my parents. I was on YouTube Academy trying to learn everything. And it seemed to be working until we had what's called now I know it's a healthy correction rather than a crash. But back then I thought it was a crash. And I thought crypto is a scam. Crypto sucks. It doesn't work. So in 2020, when I was really re-exposed to all of this, I was like, why are all these people telling me that they're having so much success in crypto when I had had that horrible experience, right? And the big difference that I now know is that I wasn't learning off, let me word that correctly. I needed to start learning off people that didn't catch the bull run, but I needed to start learning from people that had consistently profitable results in this space, that were able to go through a bear run, that were able to go through a bull market and continue on and be consistently profitable. So in 2020, and again, this is just my story that I'm sharing with you all, Corinne from the medical corporate field said, I'm quitting and I'm going all in on crypto, but I'm only going to follow those people that I see that genuinely have consistently profitable results. And if I just duplicate and copy them, then I can learn along the journey and make that my life too. So fast forward a couple years later, guys, we're in 2022, and that's exactly what I've been doing the past 2 years. I have been learning crypto, in the world of crypto, trading, investing, and living that life that I wanted. I've done nothing but travel around the world. And again, why I share this with you guys is because I am no different to anybody else. I am just a regular girl. The thing that I did do was follow people that have results and just duplicate. So let me share with you guys a little bit. Thank you for giving me the host there so I can go ahead and share this. Let's just get on. And I like to keep things simple. So no matter what level you're at, maybe this is the first time that you're even hearing the word crypto. Maybe this is the first time that you're even hearing the word Bitcoin, right? What I want you to see here and what it is that I'm showing you here is a chart. And don't worry, because the first time I saw this as well, I was like, I suck at math. I don't understand these graphs. I'm not going to be able to do this. If I can do it, you can do it too, I promise. All we need to be looking here at what it is that I'm showing you. And Abby, can you just give me a thumbs up? You can see my trading view here. Perfect, thank you. So all it is that you need to understand here is that we're looking at, in this case, the price of Bitcoin, okay, over a period of time. And these little things here in the middle, they're called candles. You will learn about them, okay? But what they show you here is just a representation of price of Bitcoin in comparison to the US dollar, okay, over time. That's all that it is that we're looking at, okay? Very, very simple. So if we look at this, what did I tell you guys? My first experience back in 2017 was getting into Bitcoin at around that $2,000 mark. And if anybody knows the price of Bitcoin right now, and I'm just quickly going to get this up to show you guys, because we're going to look at a little bit more details about Bitcoin. Right now, we're looking at a almost $24,000 Bitcoin. Very big difference from $2,000, right? But what did I experience? I experienced this here. I experienced around 800% growth. And I thought, yep, awesome. Crypto's easy. This is how I'm going to be rich, right? But then what happened? What did I tell you guys? This part here, where price came down and we went down some big percentages, right? So that was the really big thing that hit me. And my biggest mistake, guys, was that I quit. Continuing to learn and trying to seek the right information and education while price came down. I was acting out of emotion and not out of information and education. So I tell people that my multi-million dollar mistake was that I quit in this period of price coming down rather than continuing to learn, continuing to accumulate, continuing to get my mindset right, to get my skills right, so that then in 2020, when we had something called the Bitcoin halvening, and very simply put, what I want you to understand out of the Bitcoin halvening is that when how much Bitcoin is created, how much Bitcoin is mined and put into circulation, okay, is essentially halved, okay? And if we just think of basic finance, there's something called supply and demand. So the supply of Bitcoin at something like this Bitcoin halvening that happened in 2024, the supply, how much was available, was starting to decrease, or how much new Bitcoin was going to be available to us would decrease. But the demand continues to go up. And think about it. Is there anybody here that's in Florida? Anybody in Miami? You guys know that we have Bitcoin ATMs. You can go to already different hotels and clubs, and you can pay with your Bitcoin, right? So this is reality. That's what's happening, and it's continuing to happen all around the world. So this means that the demand is going up, the supply came down, and that means that price did what? Price grew. Price went up again until, what do we see here? Price calmed down. Once again, do you guys see the similarity here? It's the exact same cycle that happened back in 2017 that now is being repeated just now on where it is that we currently are present. What I want you to take note from this is in 2024, we're going to have the next what's called Bitcoin halvening. We're going to have the next Bitcoin halvening. See the pattern? See what happened here? We're going to see the exact same thing happen right now until that Bitcoin halvening, when we're going to be able to have that massive growth again, right? Something like this, not precisely. I'm not a fortune teller, so I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen. But what do? we look at pattern, we look at cycles, we look at things that occur over and over again. So in 2020, when I got back into the world of crypto and made that decision that I was really going to make a difference this time, because I was going to be learning from certain types of people, is that I learned these things and I made a decision that I was going to go through this cycle. Oh, and that's what I was saying, right? The biggest lesson that I learned from my mentors that I didn't know back in 2017 is this. They call this the Wall Street cheat sheet. The Wall Street cheat sheet. You guys know Wall Street, where there's the big bull. Well, we have one now in Miami too, but there's the bull, right? And that's like the financial like capital of the world. You guys may have seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, right? Okay. So what they use is something like this. They use this image to show us that everything that we see in the markets, in the price, is a pattern of emotion that happens over and over and over again. Where when price is low, people act in fear. People act in disbelief. They don't believe that Bitcoin is ever going to go up to that $70,000+, right? Until they see price going up. When they see the price going up, they don't act out of information, they act out of emotion, and they start to buy. They're going to think that they're going to be rich, right? Like Corinne did in 2017, until what we call smart money, the Wall Street, they know these patterns, they know these emotions that 95% of people out there do. And this is when the smart money sells. This is when the smart money takes their profits and waits for the fear, for the anxiety, for the denial, for the panic to happen, so that everybody sells, price comes low again, and the cycle can start again. You guys see how this here that I'm showing you, this image right here, you guys see the pattern? Oh, drop a 111 in the chat if you see those patterns happening over and over and over again. And it's funny because the more you zoom into price, here we're looking quite out of it, right? We're looking over years. As you zoom in, you're able to see this pattern happen over and over again. And in 2020, when I saw this, when I learned this lesson, I was like, yes, these are my mentors. This is what I want to learn. This is the source that I was missing earlier. So why am I here telling you this? One, because we have a massive opportunity coming up inside of the world of crypto. The adoption is not slowing down. And actually, I think I got it ready here. The evolution of money. I want you all to understand that cryptocurrency is the next logical step in the evolution of money around the world. We went from exchanging cows and goats and sheep and eggs, right, to moving into gold, precious metals, moving it into something like metal coins because it was easier than carrying big bars of gold around. And then they had to make it easier, bring it to paper money. And then even easier because we started going international. We need the paper cards. We need, the plastic cards. We need electronic money. You guys have Venmo, Zelle, right? We have those to be able to make things easier and faster for us as the world changes. And the next logical step is cryptocurrency. It's digital currencies. That's where we're headed. So this isn't even a matter of, should I learn this? From the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you, you have to learn this, because you either voluntarily learn about it now, or eventually we're going to be forced to, because this is the way that the world is going. So adoption isn't stopping. We're moving, we're going ahead, right? And you guys can see this screen as well, right? Abby, I should have just checked. You can see my little images. Thank you so much. Sometimes I'm not so great with Zoom. So this is where the world is headed. So one way or another, we've got to start learning about these things, and obviously learning it from certain types of sources, right? So it's key that we learn. And you could be asking yourself, as I did, okay, how do I learn this correctly? Without even just going randomly, buying, investing, because my neighbor told me that that kitty coin is going to go to the moon and it's going to make me a millionaire overnight. Okay. I've had that experience so many times. There's the puppies and the kitties and the cows. And I'm like, yeah, but what is it? Like, why would I be putting my money in it? Okay. So instead of just going randomly or going off influencers and YouTube, okay, this is based on Corinne's experience. What I did was, thanks to my mentors, was that I was able to get started inside of an academy, DCX, I Am Mastery Academy, where I was able to get access to mentors, to people that would guide me through every single step of the way. So this here, I want to show you guys this section here, which, as Abby was saying before, I am one of the various educators on. So we have a platform called DCX. For those people that are already with us, I'm sure that you guys are on here and using this daily, because it's literally like, I want you to think about this as your brand new Netflix. Netflix doesn't pay your bills. You pay for Netflix, okay? But this here can. This can literally transform your life if you put the time, the effort, the dedication, the motivation, and the consistency to plug in and learn from these people. And you can see the whole list of various educators. Here I am, that's me, I'm real, I'm Corinne Florence, right? That you are able to come in and plug in with us, as you can see, over various different times throughout the day, throughout the night, throughout all the week, no matter where it is that you are located in the world, to be able to come literally into our channels. And here's another great mentor, Mike. We have DeFi Mike, where you can come in and you can come and you can talk to us. You can watch us live, where we update you, where you guys can ask us questions on the side as well. And you can come down and look at all of our recorded sessions. So if you're brand new and you're like, okay, but how do I even understand what crypto is? How do I even start learning to trade? How do I don't even understand what the word trading is and what it is that I have to do, okay? No stress, because that's something that we teach you here. So this here, for example, is my channel. I am your go-to person for when people are first getting started, or for when you need to come back to basics. Sometimes we're in here for a period of time and you're like, there's still something that I'm just not getting. I hope to be that person that brings that spark, that light bulb, that you're like, oh, that's what I was missing. And I might mention just a few key things at the end of this for my people that have been here for a little bit longer with us, okay? So what I do is I literally help you guys get started. I walk you through all of the academy. I help you guys understand the 7 steps to get you started the right way. I teach you all the mistakes that I made so you don't have to go through them again. I get you with the right expectations, the right tools, and set up so that literally, I even just made a brand new little course that in 3 steps, in 3 sessions, you guys can be using what we call a swipe coin trades. And within, honestly, the first hour, you're set up and ready to start taking trades. What is swipe coin, Corinne? What are you talking about? So swipe coin is an app that honestly changed my life, being fully transparent here. Why? Because as you learn, as you're going through the academy, as you're learning about crypto, what it is that you can do is actually come and use this app. If you're brand new here or less new here and you don't have swipe coin, just download it to your phone right now. You can go App Store, Google Play, and just download swipe coin. And here you're going to get sent trade ideas. So I like to break this down in 2 sections. We have what's called leverage ideas. And this is my favorite. And this is where I think that right now we should really be focusing on, because when it comes to trading leverage, okay, the key thing is that you can profit whether the price is going up And that makes sense, right? You buy something, price low, you sell when the price is high. But what about when the price is coming down? And this is something I didn't know before I got started here, is that I can even profit when the price is coming down. So this is a trade idea sent by one of our educators, where, as you can see, he tells us that we can actually sell. Okay, we're going to show you guys the tools to get you set up so that you can enter in a sell. Okay, and that means that you can profit as the price is coming down. He's telling us press your little sell button at about $46. Okay, between 45 and 46. He even specifies the numbers below, so you don't have to just try and read this chart. And we're going to take the price down. We're going to ride the price down so that we are able to then take a profit out of the difference in price in this crypto. Drop an 888 in the chat if that makes sense for you, if that's simple enough. I want to make sure, and if it's not, no problem. That's why we're here. So we're going to be able to guide you and teach you guys and help you understand how all of that works. So you can literally profit as the price is coming down as well. And as I said, you don't need to learn how to read the charts straight away, because further down, we actually tell you where to enter the exact prices so that then we got you covered. And you can start with this while you're learning, because this isn't just a come on here, learn, or just look at these trades, take your trades, try and profit quickly. Yes, we want to get you to be making money as fast as possible. However, as you're taking these trades, as you are following the educators and duplicating what they're doing, the goal is that you learn this skill so that you understand, okay, so in that example, why? Why did we press sell here? Why is it that we're doing something called taking profits here? Why are we looking at this as what's called an invalidation zone? You may have heard of stop loss, okay? The goal is for you to learn skills. And this is something that really clicked with me at the start as well. When you learn skills, when you learn a skill set, when you learn information, this is something that nobody can ever take away from you. When you learn information, a skill set, nobody can ever take that away from you. And why do I say that this changes lives? And why am I on here at 8 p.m. Tonight on a Tuesday night talking to you guys about this? Is because I've really learned that this is how I can personally help people, because I've been through it. Put a 111 in the chat if you've ever been in a state of your life where you're like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. No matter what it is that my age is, it's not right that I am here on this earth and I am waking up unfulfilled, maybe stressed, maybe feeling these negative emotions every single day. Why am I not living my best life? Or why is it not that I'm chasing my dreams and my goals because I have to pay bills at the end of the month, right? That's why I'm here, because I'm telling you guys that through Corinne's experience, what really changed for me was learning a skill set that no matter where it is that I am in the world, no matter what situation it is that I find myself in, I now have a skill that with my phone, with some Wi-Fi, I'm able to create my own income. I'm able to create what it is that I want to create out of my life from this skill set. And how did I do it? Following people, following the exact same people that you guys are going to be following from. Everything that I've learned from here. I just follow, I duplicate. And I'm addicted to knowledge. I'm addicted to learning and to being a student forever. Because I think that when you have a mindset of being a student forever, because these guys here, I know them. We just hung out recently. We had a retreat where we all got together so that we could learn from one another, improve, get ideas from one another. I saw what I see my mentors wanting to learn things from me and learning things from one another. And that really made me realize that you never stop learning. You're always a student. And when you have that consistent student mindset is where you continue to have growth in your life, right? And in this case, in an incredible skill that can help you. Now, in case we do have people that have been here a little bit longer, or maybe have already had some experience, there are two things I want to show you guys. We also have the exchange ideas, which for my people that are building portfolios, or if you're thinking, I don't want to be leverage trading, that's not something that I want to be doing, but I realize that crypto is the future. Crypto is the future, and that one way or another, I need to learn about it. I need to probably start understanding, okay, what's the next Tesla, the next Google in the world of crypto? Because it's not only the future, but it's already the present. So we got to get a move on, guys, even though we're still early. How can I start to build a portfolio in the crypto space? We have also on Swipecoin all of these. Fam, if you start going through these, and this is like another cheat sheet. If you're thinking, what cryptocurrencies do I invest in? How do I get myself ready, prepare myself for that next 2024, a post Bitcoin halving, and you want to prepare your portfolio, this is your cheat sheet. Look at these names. And what we also have is obviously entry ideas, so that you can look at specific entries, specific prices that have been given to you as an idea to enter in specific crypto. Okay. And if you're more advanced and you're like, hey, I actually want to be trading, not just from the trade ideas, but maybe I'm what's called a scalper. I like to scalp the markets. For my new people, that means getting in and out of the markets a little bit faster. Okay. Scalping, normally, if you're scalping the markets, you don't want to go to sleep with any trades open. You want to get in, get out, take your profits, and go to sleep with no trades open. We have something called the Swipecoin scalper. So this is, I like to look at it like a software that sends us, hey, here we might have a trade. Okay, see these little arrows? These little arrows tell us there is a potential idea to sell. That means that the price is potentially going to come down. There is a little arrow blue that means that potentially the price is going to go up. Okay, so what it does is that it tells us this. The software sends us this arrow, and then we have our educators, the guys that you see here. Okay, and in a million other languages as well. Like, for example, I teach also in Italian. So we have languages all over the world. They actually come in here and they draw everything up for us and they give us instructions. If we see a break and close below this zone, it confirms the idea. What does that mean? When we see a candle, remember what I told you guys, these little red and green things, they're called candles. When we see these candles come down, okay, maybe the next candle is going to come like this, and it breaks this green line, okay, it breaks and it closes, meaning that a new candle starts to open next to this because that candle is closed, then that means that we can enter, that this is a valid trade. And we can enter right away as soon as this next candle opens. If you guys are then thinking, okay, but where do I put what you called the stop loss? How do I exit the trade? It's very, very simple. We have a formula. I'm actually going to show you guys really quickly for Bitcoin. In this case, what would happen, say this is hypothetical, say that this candle did close here and we entered straight away. What would we do is we have a really simple formula that works incredibly, where you can put 300 pips as your stop loss. The number is up here. So you literally just move it up and you see 300 pips. This is my stop loss. That red number is what I'm going to put into my trading platform. And then I'm going to have a take profit one at 300. This is my take profit one. Really simple, 300. There's my number. As soon as price comes down and hits this, I'm taking profits. And there we go. I'm happy. Then we also have a take profit two, which is going to be 600 pips. That's here. So that's boom, our take profit 2. And then our take profit 3 would be 900 pips. And boom, there we are, 900 pips. And I would put that in. Again, if you're brand new here and you're like, pips, what is this girl saying? Pips is simply a measurement of movement in price inside of the markets. So all you need to know, for example, for Bitcoin, it's the easiest thing. Every time Bitcoin moves $1, either up or down, it's moving 1 pip. Really, really simple. You don't have to think about it and stress about it because us educators are going to teach you and guide you through everything. Okay. So you could be thinking, awesome, Corinne, but does this work? Well, yeah, we have some pretty incredible results. So just yesterday, we had 600 pips. Okay, we caught a $600 movement in Bitcoin, another $600 movement, another 100, another 500, 1,300. Okay, yeah, it works and consistently. And that's what it is that I was looking for. I was looking for results of consistent results over time. This company's been around for years. We've been around for years. I myself have been now here for almost 3 years. So it works. The question is, and I like to be transparent with people, is, are you going to work? Because I believe that success in anything, that it is that you do in your life is 99% your mindset. I know that sometimes people say inside of the trading world, inside of the investment world, they're like, no, it's like 80% your mindset and 20% skill. In my opinion, through my experience, everything, including trading, is 99% mindset. For me, my people that maybe have been here a little bit longer, just drop a number 2 in the chat. If you understand entries, if you understand stop losses, if you understand risk management, if you understand risk reward, if you understand not over leveraging, right? You guys know these things. And if you don't, because you're brand new here, you're going to learn quite quickly. But there's something called the knowing doing gap. There is a gap in between what it is that we know and what it is that we actually do. How many times have your parents, or do you know that you should make the bed in the morning? You're like, I know I should make my bed in the morning, but you don't do it. How many times do you know that you could just put the dish right away in the dishwasher and it would just be so much easier, but you put it in the sink or you just leave it somewhere? How many times do you know you should go to the gym, but you don't? You know that you should because it's good for your health. How many times do you know that maybe you should not eat the chocolate and have spinach instead, but you're like, you know these things, right? We know so much, but what are we actually doing? And this is the same thing with trading. This is the same thing with investing. We know what it is that we need to do, but are we doing it? That gap there in the middle is called your mindset. And it's called repetition. It's called repetition. Being consistent and continuing and persisting in trying to recreate essentially those neuro pathways in your head, but going and recreating those habits, because we are humans, we're creatures of habits. We need to go and recreate these things. And that only happens by repetition, by being on the go lives, by being consistent, by constantly learning, by constantly showing up, by constantly trying these trades, by taking the trades, by journaling. Drop a 3 in the chat if you do have a trading journal. Drop a 1 in the chat if you don't. 3 in the chat if you do have a trading journal. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't have a trading journal. Awesome. I like to see the 3s. Thank you for being honest and putting 1s, some of you. I appreciate it. What are you writing in your trading journal? Are you writing, okay, took this trade, hit my stop loss, hit my take profit. Okay, it hit your stop loss. What were your emotions though? What was your mindset like? Before you even got on the charts, before you even opened up your MetaTrader 4, before the second that you got that swipe coin trade idea, what was your mindset? What were your emotions? Did you jump straight into FOMO, oh my God, I need to get in right now, I need to buy? Before you even got on the charts, what was your state of mind? Were you like, need to make this profit today because I just got a fine and I need to pay for it? Are you there chasing the trades? Or are you waiting for the trades to come to you? What were your emotions prior to the trades? What about post? Once it hit that stop loss, how did you feel? Were you like, hell yeah, I did the right thing? You know why? Because that was a controlled loss, and a controlled loss is a good thing. And I am happy and I am grateful because I stuck it out and I stuck through my trade. And I know that losing is just a part of the process. Losing in a controlled way is a good thing. And I'm happy and grateful. And I'm going to get that next trade. Or is your mindset, God damn it, I hit my stop loss again. The market hates me. It's against me. Why is it that it always wicks me out? It doesn't happen to anybody else. Everybody else in my team is winning and it's just me, and blah, 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 right? What are your emotions? What are your train of thoughts? What is your mindset? Because at the end of the day, the mindset is going to be the key thing. Here, where it is that we have the tools, we have the educators, we have the results, we have the consistent results, we have the trainings to help you guys learn the mindset, but it's filling that gap that will be up to you. And for me, in my journey, the biggest thing was having the right mentorship, having the right education. And that's why it is where it is that I am here today. I am super, super grateful. Guys, I hope that you got value out of this. I hope that you learned something new, no matter what level it is that you are at. Drop an 888 in the chat if you learned something. Thank you so much, Abby, for having me. Thank you. Shout out to Mike as well for having me on here. And I'm going to go ahead and give it back to you, Abby. I look forward to seeing you all on the inside. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Corinne. Guys, drop some sevens in the chat for her. She gave a great training. I didn't actually think she was going to go into so much detail. So you guys were in here for a treat, but get back to the person that invited you. Let them know, hey, I want to get access. I want to get started. I want to get involved. Let them know where you're at. Let them know if you have any questions. We're here to help. And we'll see you guys on the inside. Corinne, again, thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your night.